Good afternoon and welcome to the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. It's the 2024 YMCA of New England Swimming Championships. This is the 13-14 session. It's hosted by the YMCA of Greater Nashua, sponsored by, in part, Slavinsky Camps, and brought to you by Abreu Media Productions. That's me. Hello. Alongside Avery Abreu, I am Jeremy Abreu. We're bringing you all of the live streaming action this afternoon for the 13 and 14 session. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. A little public service announcement on the screen. If you're looking for New England YMCA swimming apparel, you can order through the 19th. So I believe that's what, Tuesday or Monday. All you got to do is scan that QR code. Oh, here we go.
Championships. This year's meet is hosted by the YMCA of Greater Nashua Storm Swim Team. We hope you are all as excited as we are. We are looking forward to a great weekend of swimming, so let's get started. Ladies and gentlemen, swimmers and coaches and all who are able, please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Today we will have Haven Ferguson from the YMCA of Greater Nashua Storm Swim Team performing our anthem for us.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red bare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the frail and the home of the brave?
All right, swimmers and fans, before we get started, we have one more order of business.
So what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem there, folks. That was amazing. Great way to kick us off on our 13 to 14-year-old session. You know, I got to keep the music down on this one because, you know, YouTube and copyright infringements and all that stuff. And believe it or not, even though this is a YMCA meet, we are not licensed, and this YMCA is not licensed to use this song on YouTube. So, unfortunately, we got to kind of keep the music down. You can hear it in the background, though. It's coming through my headset. It's impossible to completely blur out, but we're looking for a really exciting afternoon of swimming. We're going to start it off with the 200 medley relay. Follow that up with the 2 free, 2 IM, 50 free, 1 fly, 1 free, 5 free, 1 back, 1 breast, and finish it out with the 200 freestyle relay. When we do get into the 500s, we have a wide camera which covers the whole pool. We will stay on that camera for the whole race because inevitably what will happen is swimmers will separate. And then we'll have swimmers at one end of the pool, swimmers at the other end of the pool. And I want to make sure we catch everybody. And if you're here to watch your swimmer, you're able to see them swim. So we'll start and finish at camera 1, but we'll broadcast the whole race in the middle. It was a really exciting 11 to 14-year-old session this morning. So we're looking for a really exciting session this afternoon. As I mentioned, this meet is brought to you in part by Slavinsky Camps. One of the top summer camp programs in Maine can be found at Slavinsky Camps. Swimming, sailing, running, kayaking, dodgeball, and windsurfing at a beautiful lakeside location in the Sebago Lake region. Visit slavinskycamps.com for more program and calendar information. Again, you can just take out your phone, scan that QR code on your screen, and you'll be brought right to that information. So that would be perfect. Personally, I don't know much about the Slavinsky camps, but I've had some conversations with Peter. I've checked it out this week. I checked out some reviews, and it seems like an amazing place for a kid to spend a week up in Maine. So give them a few eyeballs, a few clicks. Check out their website. Again, they are a sponsor of this live stream, so we would certainly appreciate you helping them out a little bit by at least taking a look and see what they have to offer. I would think, you know, for really anyone in New England, Maine isn't too far, and I never was a summer camp kid personally. However, I have a lot of friends whose kids, I mean, from the age of like 6 or 7, they'll spend weeks away at summer camps. So, should be a cool thing to check out as you see all the kids boogieing out here, getting ready for our first event of the morning. Again, of the afternoon. It's going to be the 2 medley relay. This is the 13-14 session. Who's the first one? Sarah Kitani. Hello, Sarah. If you've ever been on one of my live streams, folks, I thrive on engagement. I need you to get into the live chat. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for, what team you're rooting for, who you want to shout out, all of that stuff. I will get it on the broadcast. We'll engage in conversation. Like I like to say, we're about 75% swim. And then sometimes we dive off into other topics, you know, and current events, something funny, maybe something in the world of sports. Who knows? We got some YMCA fun facts to go over with you this afternoon. Maybe play a little trivia, especially while the 500 is going on. So there's a lot going on here. Again, if you're just joining us, we're live at the 2024 YMCA New England Swimming Championships, hosted by the YMCA of Greater Nashua, sponsored in part by Slavinsky Camps and brought to you by Abreu Media Productions. Hello, that's me, alongside my daughter, Avery Abreu, who's on production today. I am Jeremy Abreu, taking you through all of the play-by-play color commentary for the weekend. You can check us out at Abreu, A-B-R-E-U, mediaproductions.com. Spelling's up in the top right-hand corner of your screen. We're on Facebook. We have a website. And for those of you who have swimmers who are swimming in the Eastern Zone Speedo Sectionals coming up next weekend at Brown University, we will be broadcasting that. You can go to abrewmediaproductions.com. Cole Forsberg, our first former swimmer, go Lasers. Cole swam this morning in the 11 and 12 section, tore it up. Great job, Cole. Thanks for joining us here today as we get ready to rock and roll. My lane lines look a little crooked because people keep leaning on the camera rail, and that messes up my lane lines ever so slightly, so I'm going to fix them here. There we go. Ani Taylor is our public address announcer, so we'll be going down to her for awards. They basically do awards every 3 events or so. It's a pretty good setup. I will tell you this morning's 11 and 12-year-old session was 40 minutes ahead of schedule. It was supposed to end at 11:44. It was over at 11:03. So that's pretty cool. We'll see what happens today. But we need some more engagement. We already have 71 folks here. Let's jump into the live chat, folks. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for. Who is our farthest viewer? We had viewers this morning from Belgium and from Paris, not to mention Southern California and all parts in between, as we are off and running on the 13-14 session. Torpedoes in 2, New Bedford Hurricanes in 3, Kent County in 4, Valley Shore in 5, Westerly Pawcatuck in 6, Wheeler Regional in 7, Hale Riptides in 8, Northwest YMCA 9. For all you Westerly Pawcatuck folks, I'm sure it annoys you, and it annoys me too. Don't you hate when people say the Westerly Pawcatuck YMCA? No, it's not Pawcatuck. There's a big difference between Pawcatuck and Pawtucket. I'm from Pawtucket, born and raised 35 years. It's crazy. Just one of those little things. It was the Hale Riptides leading the way with Barnwell. Right now it looks like it's Valley Shore, YMCA Marlins. That's Van Berkel. Almost 80 folks on the live stream so far. We went over 210 this morning. That session has already been viewed over 1,000 times as of about 1:45 today. Valley Shore YMCA leading the way. Kent County Branch YMCA in second, a second behind. So they're really your two teams to keep an eye on here at the halfway mark. Valley Shore in 5, Westerly Pawcatuck. Kent County in 4, Valley Shore in 5. Sorry. I got confused. They're not using lane 1 right now, so that threw me off. Folks, you'll see it doesn't take much to get me thrown off. It's like, oh, look, a squirrel, and Jeremy's off track. But Kent County YMCA leading the way in lane 4, Valley Shore YMCA in lane 5. Looks like Valley Shore on their way to an opening heat victory. Again, almost 90 people. If you're just joining us, hop into the live chat. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for, where you're viewing from. We like to keep this live stream very engaging, very active. And it was Valley Shore. Never mind that Northwest YMCA up there in lane 9. What happens is when the swimmers are climbing out of the pool, a lot of times they'll touch the touchpad, and that'll be a false touch. So it was Valley Shore taking first. So on and so forth down the standings with the times as we move into heat number 2. What other items of housekeeping do I have to offer? I mean, Sarah Catani and Cole Forsberg, you're the only two on the live chat so far. So, you know what? Let's take advantage of it. If you got any questions, fire them off to me. Happy to engage. Again, we got a big crowd here at WPI. It's pretty much capacity. This morning we had standing room only up here. Here we go, heat number 2. MYST, that's Mystic in 1. Boston YMCA Bluefins in 2. It's Bayside in lane 3. That's Addison Lesk leading off. YMCA of the North Shore in 4. Bluefins A in 5. South Shore A in 6. Nashua Storm in 7. Torpedoes in 8. Storm B in 9. Vikings in 10. Right now it's lane 4. That's the North Shore Sharks. They are leading the way. That is right in the water. She'll hand it off to OH. South Shore and the Nashua Storm were tied. So again, not a lot of separation here, folks. The Storm, that's Gilbert in the water right now. Gilbert leading the way up there in lane 7. Oh, here we go, Brooke Paoli. She's rooting for YMCA of the North Shore and Porter Mulgrew. Actually, Porter's dad is right next to me. I've been talking to him all morning. Porter's not feeling too good, but he had to get this swim in this afternoon so he could go to Y National. So Porter's a little under the weather right now. So hopefully he's going to be able to at least get that one swim in. And the Storm are still leading the way. That's Yeaton in the water in lane 7. Uh-oh, here comes the Stripers in lane 6. Pink cap going from right to left. The Stripers now take over the lead. That's Nenacheva Fiorentino. She'll hand it over to Engo, and they're going to be the leaders in the clubhouse going into the final 50. South Shore YMCA A in lane 6. Storm A in lane 7. They are 1 and 2. Here come the Bluefins in 5. But this one right now, it's all South Shore. Nenacheva Fiorentino really put them ahead. Engo held on to the lead, and they will get it done, 154.77. So good swimming there. There are your final results. Stripers, Storm, Bluefins, 1, 2, and 3. We did some work this afternoon on the logos, making sure we had, you know, some YMCA teams just don't have logos. or they're not online and you can't find them. So if you don't have a logo next to your name, like Northwest and OCY, I looked for logos. I couldn't find them. So it's either my inept skills on the computer or there's no logo. Probably a little bit of both. The OCY Narwhals in lane 4. That's the Old Colony YMCA. And in lane 6, it's the Northwest YMCA. Lane 5 is open. So right now, Northwest YMCA leading the way. Backstrokers will turn it over to the breaststrokers here. Glassby for Old Colony. Beto for Northwest. Here we go. We're starting to get more people chiming in. Gilbert says, go Storm. Folks, we have almost 90 people online here. Let's go. Let's get into that live chat. Tell me who you are, who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. We had 210 people on the broadcast this morning for the 11-12s. It's already been viewed over 1,000 times. You guys have, the bar has been set high. So if you haven't already, get that link for the YMCA of Greater Nashua's YouTube page out to all your neighbors, friends, families, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, teachers, everyone. These kids are the best in New England, and they deserve to have the biggest audience watching them. So get that link out for me. Hit that like button if you like the broadcast as we watch Old Colony and Mua. He'll hand it off to Sharon to close it out here. They have a pretty sizable lead. A little warm in WPI this afternoon. The temperature has gotten a little warmer as the day has gone on. And, you know, it's still in that weird time of year where the heat probably still is on in the building overnight. The pool's hot to begin with. But then it gets warm outside and the HVAC system can't regulate. You know, it's all sorts of things. So Northwest YMCA gets it done, 2:04.71 there. Heat 2 lined up and ready to go. Twin Cities in 1, Black Marlins in 2, Nashua Storm in 3 and 4, B in 3, A in 4, North Shore in 5, Greater Lowell in 6, Vikings in 7, there Holyoke, New Bedford Hurricanes in 8, Westerly Pawcatuck Dolphins in 9. Lane 10 is open. Huang Yang says, go Mua. All right. And look at that start by Wilson for the Storm. What a backstroker there. Wilson will turn it over to White. On the PA announcement today, we're going to have Ani Taylor. So we'll go down to her for awards and such when the time is right. Who else is coming in here? Lemons Official says, go Seals. The Storm continue to lead at the halfway mark. They're out in a 58-47. They're followed very closely by the North Shore Sharks. Half a second is the lead. Ferguson for the Storm, McDonald for the North Shore Sharks. Here we go. Here's our anchors getting in the water. White in lane 4, Lewis in 5, Agrawal in lane 6. The Storm in 4, the Sharks in 5. It looks like it's the Sharks right now, but can Lewis scratch and claw his way back into the top spot? They're at the flags and into the wall. It's going to be the Sharks. 148-71. They edge out the Storm. Vikings take third. And that's a wrap on our opening relays. We'll move swiftly into the 200 freestyle. One thing you'll notice about many of the events here, there's a lot of events, but there's only typically 2 or 3 heats. I think with the exception of the 50 free, where there's 4 heats on both sides. There's not a lot of heats. So these things continue to move fast. Ava Pasquarello chiming in. She took her message back. So hi, Ava. Welcome to the live stream as we move into the 2 free. Then 27, heat 1 of 2 in the water. Maddie Voce in lane 4, Bryn Shea in 5, Caroline Welch in lane 6. So again, if you're just joining us, we're live at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center for the 2024 YMCA of New England Swimming Championships. Brought to you in part by Slavinsky Camps. So you see that QR code at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Give that a scan. Check out Slavinsky Camps. Great summer camp offerings for kids in the Sebago Lake region of Maine. You name it, they got it. I was reading through what they do earlier. It looks like a lot of fun. So the live stream is brought to you in part by Slavinsky Camps. We certainly appreciate their partnership. And I am Jeremy Abreu alongside Avery Abreu on production. We're from Abreu Media Productions. You may or may not have. If you're in New England and you haven't watched one of my live streams yet, then it's probably in the minority. Now, since I've been doing this for about 4 years, what started off as a little COVID venture has turned into a very busy side venture, to which in late January, February, March, I'm typically going 10 or 11 straight weeks of broadcasting. Weekends, I should say. So a lot of fun. Caroline Welch leading the way here just ahead of Bryn Shea. Not by a lot, though, as they make their turn at the 150. So 50 yards to go. Welch came in with a 2:14.82. Shea 2:14.15. Voce a 2:15.21. And right now it's looking, with 25 yards to go, like it will be Caroline Welch from the Bayside YMCA in Barrington, Rhode Island. So Welch is going to take this heat. Look at that, 2:12.12. Buy a lottery ticket, folks. The boiling point of water, 212 degrees. Welch gets it done. She drops over 2.5 seconds. Nice job by Caroline as we move into heat number 2.
In lane 2, we have Amelia Moiteso. In lane 3, we have Hazel Wright. Lane 4, Juliette McGordy. Lane 5, Sam Noble. Lane 6, Ellie Wagner. Lane 7, Madison Dufour. Lane 8, Makeda Nadeau. Lane 9, Vichari Long Preshu.
Okay, so we're into heat 2. This is our championship heat. Our top seed is Sam Noble, 2:03.76. Right now, Juliette McGordy from the Bluefins is leading the way. McGordy went out their first 50, 27.74. I'm going to say she'll follow that out with like a 30, 31. Yep, 30.22. She's 2 seconds ahead of Ellie Wagner. Third place right now is Madison Dufour. So Juliette McGordy from the Bluefins, 13 years old, came in with a 2:05.27. So she came in the 3rd seed. And she's a little over 50 yards away from being your 200 freestyle champion. So our number 1 seed, Sam Noble, I've seen her swim before, and she is very fast. So something is definitely up with her. We wish her the best. A lot of kids not really feeling that great this weekend. A lot of sicknesses going along. And you have to swim in this meet in order to be able to go to the YMCA Nationals, so that's probably the case for her. So she's gutting it out. But in the meantime, Juliette McGorty from the Bluefins in lane 4 will be your 2 free champion. 2:00:68. Look at that. Almost a full 5-second drop. So nice job by McCourty. Shelly Provost checking in on the live stream. Hello, Shelly. She's saying, let's go, Brian. Wagner took second. Dufour took third.
Event number 28, boys 200-yard freestyle, heat 1.
We'll move into the boys 200 freestyle. There'll be 2 heats. Marcus Cementa in 3, Evan Zhang in 4, Orion Lewis in 5, Henry Sedzik in 6, Owen Tamalti in 7, and Robert Vergara in lane number 8. Once again, there are only 2 heats here. Orion Lewis comes in with the top time for Heat 1, 2:04:92. We're stuck at 82 people, folks. I don't know if the 13-14 families want to know this, but the 11 and 12-year-olds put 210 people on the live stream this morning. And that session has already been viewed over 1,000 times. So you guys have some work to do here. Let's get that link out to everyone. These are the best 13 to 14-year-old swimmers in New England in the YMCA ranks. They deserve to have a huge audience on them, so send that link out to at least one person each. We get this doubled. We're up to 160. Now we're talking. 13-14 session, typically one of the higher attended sessions, both in person and on the live stream. Robert Vergara from Mystic looks like he's going to be in the lead at the halfway mark. 1:00:41, 7/100ths ahead of Zhang. Sedzik is in 3rd. We're dropping users. I don't know what's going on here, folks. We're all having a good time. If you're out there, jump into the live chat. Love to hear who's watching, who you're rooting for, what team you're rooting for, where you're watching from. Like to keep this thing fired up, like to keep the engagement going strong. Vergara has dropped back a little bit. It's Sedzik who has now moved into the lead with 50 yards to go. He's followed by Zhang and Lewis. So Sedzik took it out in a 1:00:60, followed that up with a 32-1. He's at 1:32.75 heading into the final 50. And Sedzik looks like he's going to be our winner here unless Evan Zhang, nope, it's going to be Sedzik, 2:03.93. So he'll drop over a second. Nice job by Henry. Zhang takes second, Lewis third. Shelly, I agree. This meet is awesome. You know, I mentioned earlier, as you see the lane assignments for the 2 free. Porter Mulgrew as the top time coming in, 1:50.06. We know he's not feeling his best this weekend. Riley Wilson, number 2 seed. Declan McDonald, the number 3 seed. Those are the only 3 swimmers under 2 minutes. They're really under 1:55. So as I mentioned earlier, I do meets, swimming meets of all levels. 8 to 10 years old, high school, club level, club championships, college conference championships. And I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt, the YMCA championship is one of my favorite meets to do. The energy in the building is awesome. The teamwork is amazing. Everything about it is fun and exciting. And you don't always see that. You do for the most part in swim, but the energy in the building for the YMCA is always great. Joel Yeaton checking in saying, go Storm. Thanks, Joel. Joel, get some of your fellow Storm parents to get on the live stream here. We need it. We need it. We're at 80. Those 11 and 12-year-old families are showing up the 13-14s right now. I don't know. Declan McDonald leading the way. He's followed by Porter Mulgrew. So like I said off the top, I was talking to Porter Mulgrew's dad. He's not feeling the best, but he needed to get this swim in to at least make sure he's all set for YMCA Nationals down in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I'll tell you, he looks pretty good to me, even though he's not feeling good. So shows you what a warrior he is. Declan McDonald will be our heat winner, though. And he will be our 200 free champ on the boys' side. 151.66. He drops almost 3 seconds. Riley Wilson takes second. And it is the aforementioned Mulgrew who takes third. So with that, we'll move into our next event. It's going to be the 200 IM, one of my personal favorite events to watch in swimming. You really need to have a mastery of all 4 strokes. And that green qual, Q-U-A-L, that you see, all it's saying is that that was the qualifying time for this meet. So they hit the qualifying time for this meet. A lot of times they'll have the national times loaded in the database, so you can see if someone qualified for Nats. I don't know if that time period has closed or not yet, but event 29, heat 1 of 2, girls 13-14. 2 IM is in the water. Eller Biermunder in 2. Emily Yeaton in lane 3. Oh, look at this. Joel, perfect timing. Right on time to see Emily swim in lane 3. Evelyn Hale in 4. Paige Jeffers in 5. Claire Johnson in 6. It's Bryn Boucher in 7. And Julia Perez rounds out the field in lane 8. All right, now we're getting up there. We're up around 90. Charles Bennett, thank you. You're very welcome for the commentary. This is fun. I'm very lucky to be able to do this as a nice little side venture, and I enjoy the heck out of it. I got 2 daughters who are swimmers myself, so been in the swim world now for almost 11 years. So pretty fun, pretty cool. And look at this race. I mean, there is not a lot of separation here, folks. When you take a look at lanes 2, 4, 6, and 7. That's Biermunder, Hale, Johnson, and Boucher. Not a lot of separation here as we head into the breaststroke. This is typically a pivotal stroke in the IM. It's typically a stroke where you'll see lead changes. So I can almost assure you, when we get to the wall in about 35 yards to transition into the freestyle, the order of swimmers will not be the same as it was going into the breaststroke. There is always a changing of the guard in the breaststroke. They say the best breaststrokers are great IMers, and we see that does happen pretty frequently. Now, take a look at this. Lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7, all bunched up at the top. Looks like it's going to be Paige Jeffers who makes the turn first. So Jeffers goes from 6th place at the 100-yard mark to 1st. She does the breaststroke leg in a 42.1. Emily Yeaton goes 43.3. She moves from 5th to 3rd. And Julia Perez went a 42.5. She went from 6th to 2nd. And it looks like it's going to be Julia Perez here, I think. Or is Emily Yeaton going to scratch this one out? And no, it's Perez. Yeaton had a soft touch at the wall. I think she probably came in 2nd. Looked like she was a little bit ahead of Jeffers. But Julia Perez gets it done, 2:26.78. That's a 6-second time drop. Great job, Julia, as we move into heat number 2. Oh, this is great, Charles. Charles Bennett, I love your messages. Proud 80-year-old grandfather watching the meet on the big screen at home. That's fantastic. Appreciate you, Mr. Bennett. Thank you for joining in with us here. We're in our championship heat. Joelle Van Duzer, our top overall seed in lane 5 from the Holyoke Vikings. She comes in with a 2:10.10. I will say this real quick as an aside. I love that you're an 80-year-old grandfather watching. My grandparents meant the world to me, and I wish they were both around. I was raised without a father, single mom. My grandparents basically raised me. They were at every sporting event. I played baseball and basketball through college. They never missed an event. So that's awesome that your grandson or daughter has you around to cheer them on. Awesome story. Thanks for tuning in, Charles. As Joelle Van Duzer, halfway through here, she's out in a 10024. Zoe Sorello Sechetta, second. Noble, third. So again, this is where we say we see the biggest lead changes during the breaststroke. So we'll take a look. Duzer is in first. Sorello Sechetta is in second. Noble is in third. Izzy Gilbert. Keep an eye on Gilbert now. Here she comes, making a move. She was in fourth. She's going to go into the freestyle in third. Not far out of second. So Van Duzer, Noble, and Gilbert leading the way. But Joelle Van Duzer, she came in here 5 seconds faster than everybody else with that 2:10.10. I mean, can she break? I mean, she's not going to break 2 minutes. Obviously, that's already gone. But she's going to demolish her time. 2:08.09. Nice job by Van Duzer, and she will be your 2IM champion. Gilbert storms back to take second. Noble takes third. So great job there. Nice job by Van Duzer. She is your 2IM champion. As we move into the boys 2IM, then we'll have awards. It'll be a quick break for awards.
Event number 30, boys 200-yard individual medley, heat 1.
So 2:08.09. 2:08.09 is actually the meet record. So Joelle Van Duzer, folks, you just witnessed history here. The YMCA of New England Swim Championships. She breaks the record that was set by Catherine Christock in 2016. The record previously was 2:10.77. Van Duzer just went at 2:08. So congratulations to her. As we move into the boys, Lazaro Rosa in lane 4, AJ Argowal in 5, Evan Boothroyd in lane 6. Boothroyd leads the way after the butterfly. But really, as you can see, not a lot of separation between the swimmers. One thing I look for in the backstroke, 3 things. Shoulder rotation. All these swimmers look like they're getting good shoulder rotation, keeping their head straight. That's another thing. But the biggest thing to me, where are their hips? Are their hips up in the water? And we see that all 3 of these swimmers, their hips are kind of dropping down. And what that does is it creates drag and makes you slower. So I think Boothroyd trying to do a good job with that as Rosa, but as those hips drop, so does the drag drop, and then it makes it harder to pull against that water. Again, all 3 swimmers still very close heading into the breaststroke here. Boothroyd in lane 6 was the leader. There will be 2 heats. Boothroyd gets to the wall first at the 125-yard mark. Here comes Agarwal. Boothroyd's going to have a little less than a second lead heading into this 50 free. AJ Argowal in second. Evan Boothroyd in third right now. Argowal in 5. Boothroyd in 6. Lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Lane 10 at the top. For your orientation. Here comes Argowal, 25 yards to go. Boothroyd has been leading this thing from the beginning, and they are stroke for stroke here at the flags. Who's going to seek this one out here? Will it be Boothroyd? And it is. Boothroyd out touches Argowal. 25 100ths of a second. Rosa takes second as we move into our championship heat. And this is our first look at Rock, the Rockman Falagera. He comes in the top seed, exceptional breaststroker. So if the Rockman is leading this going into the breaststroke, it's going to be very tough. Shane Ritchie in lane 2, Bennett Powers in 3, Finn Hughes in 4, the aforementioned Falagera in 5, Colin Milburn in 6, Galen Ferguson in 7, Adrian Gutierrez Martinez in 8. Tom White is in lane 9. So right now it's Colin Milburn from the Kent County Y. He's taking that butterfly out pretty strong. So is Adrian Gutierrez Martinez. As well as Galen Ferguson. But Colin Milburn leading the way. He's got Ferguson to his right. He's got Falagara to his left. Again, Falagara, specialty is the breaststroke. So if the Rockman can stay pretty close here. And right now it's lane 8, Adrian Gutierrez Martinez. Let's look at this split in the back, 31-5. Wow. So he goes a solid 3 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer. Now, this is where the rubber meets the road here. Keep an eye on Falagara in lane 5. He's already starting to make his move here. We said if he had the lead going into the freestyle here or going into the breaststroke, it was going to be tough. He had to come from behind a little bit, but the Rockman leading the way right now for Bayside. He will be your favorite in any breaststroke event today. And he's going to turn into freestyle with a 3 1/4 second lead over Ferguson and Gutierrez Martinez. Now expect Gutierrez Martinez to make a little bit of a push here. Falagara into the wall. He's lost a little bit of that 3 1/4 second lead. Here comes Gutierrez Martinez. This is for the title of the 2IM champion. Can the Rockman hold on here? Gutierrez surging in lane 8, but it will be Falagara who gets it done. 2:12.84. He edges out Gutierrez Martinez and Ferguson. What a race, what an event, folks. Your final results right there. Rock Falagara from Bayside will go down to awards for events 25 through 30 with Ani Taylor. That's our PA announcer. We'll hand it over to her for awards.
We're going to start with event number 25, girls 200-yard medley relay. In third place, we have BYB. In second place, we have Storm. And our 2024 girls 200-yard medley relay champions with a time of 1:54.77, South Shore YMCA. Congratulations, ladies. Next up, we're doing event number 26, boys 200-yard medley relay. In third place, we have Greater Holyoke YMCA. In second place, we have YMCA Storm. And our 2024 boys 200-yard medley relay champion the Greater Lowell coach to the admin's table, please. Congratulations, boys. Up next, we're going to do event number 27, girls 200-yard freestyle. In 6th place, we have Caroline Welsh from Bayside YMCA. 5th place, Duchailung Prashtuth from Indian Valley. In 4th place, Hazel Wright from YNS. In 3rd place, Madison DeFore from Storm. Our runner-up is Ellie Wagner from BYB. And our 2024 200-yard freestyle for girls champion with a time of 2:00.68 is Juliet McGordy from BYB. Congratulations, ladies. Up next, we're going to do event number 28, boys 200-yard freestyle. In 6th place, we have Braden Marini from YNS. In 5th place, Jack White from YMCA Storm. In 4th place, David Ayusko from Berkshire Family YMCA. In 3rd place, we have Porter Mulgrew from YNS. Our runner-up is Riley Wilson from YMCA Storm. And our 2024 boys 200-yard freestyle champion with a time of 1:51.66 from YNS is Declan McDonald. Congratulations, boys.
So we're ready to rock. This is the 50 freestyle. Don't blink or you'll miss that. 4 heats on both women's and men's side. Ella Farias will be in lane 4. Vivian Cam in 5. Bryn Shea in 6. Eliza Lawan in 7. We got some new comments. Jennifer Bithell checking in. She's rooting for Liam McGee from the Riptide. Cynthia Singer says, go Hammerheads. Jerry McLaughlin Consulting LLC. Very, very professional title there, Jerry. Congrats to the Sharks, he says. This is the 50 free. Vivian Cam out fast in lane 5. Believe that's the Greater Lowell YMCA. And Cam gets it done 27:05. As we move into heat number 2. Yeaton in 1, Morera in 2, Welch in 3, Shea in 4, Corenda in 5, Perk in 6, O'Neill in 7, Maynard in 8, Wartang in 9, and Cody in lane 10. Abby Corenda from the Tri-Y comes in with a 27:47. This is an event where there's never much separation, although it looks like Caroline Welch in lane 3 from Bayside trying to separate from Peyton Maynard and O'Neill, and she does just that. Caroline Welch gets it done 27:23. As we move into our 3rd heat, Avery Evanson in lane 5 comes in with the top time, 26:53. Shadrick in 1, Ingo in 2, Fontaine in 3, Wright in 4, Evanson in 5, Weldon in 6, Singer in 7, Tran in 8, Miamina in 9, Carrigan rounds out the field in lane number 10. Right now it's lane 3, that's Grace Fontaine from Bayside. And look at the white water these swimmers are churning up. Will it be Fontaine who takes it? And she does, 25.95. Wright takes second, Carrigan takes third as we move into heat 4. This is our championship heat with our top seed, Mary Barnwell from Hale, 24.93. Bennett in 1, Schrage in 2, Santoro in 3, Conklin in 4, Barnwell in 5, Nanacheva Fiorentino in 6, Curtin in 7, Perrin in 8, Paulson in 9, and O'Brien in 10. Again, one quick lap up, one back here for all the marbles. And right now it looks like Mary Barnwell is going to defend that #1 seed. She will be your 50 freestyle champion, Mary Barnwell. 25.12 is her time. Nanacheva Fiorentino takes second. Phoebe Conklin takes third as we head into the men's. I told you, folks, these things fly. Theo Mua in lane 1, J.D. Hubacker in 2, Lazaro Roser in 3, Levi Mariner in 4, Ethan Fang in 5, Liam McGee in 6, Jamison Cooley in 7, Charlie McLaughlin in 8, Cato Tyler in 9, Sebastian Pambo in 10. Get some outside smoke. Lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Theo Mua. He was first to the wall at the 25-yard mark. The field is kind of caught up. Fang, McGee, Cooley. Who's going to get to that wall first? And it's going to be Cooley, 26-28. Fang takes second. Mua takes third. We'll move into heat number 2. McMenamin in 1, Mukherjee in 2, Angaras in 3, Ogundi in 4, Full in 5, Zhang in 6, Hayden in 7, Phillips in 8, Robinson in 9, and Head rounds out the field in lane number 10. Aiden Full from the McCall Black Dolphins comes in with the top time in heat number 2, 26.62. Vikram Angaris in lane 3 with those long strokes. He's got long arms. Will he get there first? And no, it's Robinson in lane 9, 26.58. Owen Robinson gets it done for the winner of heat 2 as we move on to heat 3. Ward in 1, Smith in 2, Galeota in 3, Cementa in 4, Liga in 5, Marini in 6, Toth Davila in 7. Marafa in 8, Burns in 9, and Fergara in lane 10. Right now it's Sam Burns to the wall first at the top of your screen in lane 9. Here comes Toth Davila, here comes Galeota. But I think it's going to be Burns who's going to hold on here. And it is Burns who gets it done. Nice job by Burns up in lane 9, and we'll head into our championship heat where you'll find our top overall seed, Malcolm Kelton from the Bluefins in 5. McCarthy in 1, Lewis in 2, Young in 3, Bladowitz in 4, Kelton in 5, Cashman in 6, Sanabria in 7, Aquino in 8, Glover in 9, Milburn in 10. And our top seed is looking to defend that top seed in Malcolm Kelton. He said, you know what, I'm not risking any of this. I'm going full throttle, baby. And it is Malcolm Kelton all the way. He goes to 22.6. So he drops almost 2/10. Great swim. Lewis takes second, Cashman third. So Malcolm Kelton, our 50 free champion. On the boys' side, we'll now head into our next event. Event 33, it's the girls 100 butterfly. There will be 3 heats. We're up to 100, folks. We got 100 viewers right now. We need to more than double that. To get to where we were for those 11 and 12-year-olds as we move into the butterfly. Dechai Luang Pursuth in lane 4, Amina Suljevic in 5, and Haley Singer in 6 as we await the start. If you're just joining us, we're live at the WPI Sports and Rec Center. It's the 2024 YMCA of New England Swimming Championships, hosted by the YMCA of Greater Nashua. Brought to you in part by Slavinsky Camps. They are a sponsor of the live stream here, and brought to you by Abreu Media Productions alongside Avery Abreu. I am Jeremy Abreu. You're going to be hearing from us rest of the day today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the 10 and under session, and then the 15 to 18 to close us out in the afternoon. Seems to be a little administrative timeout here, quick.
Event number 33, girls 100-yard butterfly, heat 1.
Luang Pursuth in 4, Suljevic in 5, Singer in 6. Those are your only 3 swimmers here in our opening heat. Good reaction time, good start there.
In lane 4, Dechai Long Pursuth. Lane 5, Amina Solvich. Lane 6, Haley Singer. At this time, with the top 6 swimmers from events number
Luang Pursuth leading the way from Indian Valley Y, but here comes Amina Suljevic from the Storm. She is now surged into the lead at the halfway mark, out in a 32.16. Singer in second, Luang Pursuth in third. Not really a lot of separation from any of these swimmers here, so this one will likely come down to the final 5 to 10 yards. And as you can see coming down the stretch, Haley Singer from the Mystic Hammerheads, they're leading the way, and she is leading the way in lane 6. She will be your Heat 1 winner, 109.37. Luang Pursuth takes second, Suljevic takes third as we move into Heat 2. Fracassa in 1, Porden in 2, Boucher in 3, Yeaton in 4, Perrick in 5, Formigal in 6, Lesk in 7, Johnson in 8, Van Berkel in 9, Jayan in 10.
Claire Gordon. Lane 3, Grant Boucher. Lane 4, Emily Eaton. Lane 5, Susanna Pierce. Lane 6, Kylie Flamingo. Lane 7, Addison Les. Lane 8,
Emily Yeaton from the Storm, Kate Van Berkel in lane 9. Those are your 2 leaders, I believe. And it is Van Berkel in 9 leading the way. Kate Van Berkel in lane 9 at the top of your screen. She makes that final turn first at the 75-yard mark. Her competition right now is Susanna Perk, and Perk looks like she has now moved into the lead here in lane 5. And it will be Perk. Van Berkel takes second, Formigal takes third. So we move into our championship heat. There are your final results, and our top overall seed is Joelle Van Duzer, who I should add is the only swimmer to come in under a minute, 58.37 here. Keep an eye out for Juliet McGurdy. She was our 50 free winner. But right now it is Joelle Van Duzer who is out fast in lane 5 from the Holyoke Vikings. Doozer is out in a 27-21, 1.39 seconds ahead of Juliet McGordy. But that 1.39 might as well be 40 seconds because as you can see the lead here into the final wall, it's going to be very difficult to catch Van Duzer here. She's well on her way to being the girls 13, 14, 100 butterfly champion. .57.83, so she drops a half a second. Nice job by Van Duzer. McCordy takes second, Wagner takes third. So that's a wrap on the girls butterfly as we move into the boys. Only 2 heats on the boys side, then we'll head into awards. Back up around 100 viewers. Again, folks, if you like the broadcast, you could do me a huge favor. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. I forget what it is. Like, thumbs up, who knows. Evan Boothroyd in lane 2. Jesu Aquino in 3. Aryan Sawant in 4. Rowan Ward in 5. Henry Sedzik in 6. Braden Marini in 7. Cole Mayotte in 8. Camden Phillips rounds out the field in lane number 9. Aquino in lane 3, Ward in lane 5. I believe they're going to be your leaders at the halfway mark, and they are. They're separated by 0.8 of a second. And again, Ward looking very strong here. Came in with a 104.70. Has that lead over Sawant in lane 4. Marini in lane 7, and it will be Rowan Ward, our Heat 1 winner here. 102.55, so he drops a second and a half. Nice job by Rowan. Sawant takes second, Marini third. As we head into Heat number 2. Porter Mulgrew is our top seed here, one of 6 swimmers under a minute. He comes in at a 58.20. Again, he's a little under the weather here this weekend. Finn Hughes comes in with our 2nd seed. Gabe Sanabria, our 3rd seed. Feng in 1, Ferguson in 2, Tightly in 3, Sanabria in 4, Mulgrew in 5, Hughes in 6, McDonald in 7, Milburn in 8, Liga in 9, Kryla in lane 10. Right now it's Brendan Tightly. Tightly leads Mulgrew by almost a full second. The same for Declan McDonald. Tightly makes his final turn here. For the Tritons, and Brendan Tightly will be our 100-5 champion on the boys' side. Comes out of lane 3 to go 56.64. McDonald takes second. Mulgrew takes third. And that will take us to our final standings for heat number 2. Then we'll go down 4 awards. Tightly took first, McDonald second, Mulgrew third as we go down to the podium. NRPA announcer Ani Taylor for awards.
number 29, girls 200-yard individual medley. In sixth place, we have Source Keen from Holyoke. In fifth place, we have Elizabeth Kadov from Framingham Valley. In fourth place, we have Zoe Sorella Sachena from YMN Tritons. In third place, we have Alex Noble from South Shore YMCA. Our runner-up is Izzy Gilbert from YMCA Storm. And our 2024 girls 200-yard individual medley champion with a time of 2:08.09 from Holyoke is Joelle Van Duzer. Congratulations, ladies. Up next, we're going to do event number 30, boys 200-yard individual medley. In sixth place, we have Evan Boothroyd from Greater Lowell YMCA. In fifth place, we have Tom White from Storm Swim Team. In fourth place, we have Shane Ritchie from Holyoke. In third place, we have Galen Ferguson from Storm Swim Team. And in second place, we have Adrian Gutierrez Martinez from Holyoke. And our 2024 boys 200-yard individual medley winner with a time of 2:12.84 from Bayside YMCA is Rock Felguera. Congratulations, boys. Next up is event number 31, girls 50-yard freestyle. In sixth place, we have Grace Fontaine from Bayside YMCA. In fifth place, we have Audrey Scrage from Mystic Hammerheads. In fourth place, we have Caroline Curtin from YNS. In third place, we have Phoebe Conklin from Northwest YMCA. Our girls 50-yard freestyle champion with a time of 25.12 from Hale YMCA is Mary Barnwell. Up next, event number 32, boys 50-yard freestyle. In sixth place, we have Sam Burns from Wheeler Regional. In fifth place, we have Gabe Sambria from McCall YMCA. In fourth place, we have Leo Bokwich from Holyoke. In third place, we have Cullen Castman from South Shore. Our runner-up is Oren Lewis from YNS. And our 2024 boys 50-yard freestyle champion with a time of 22.59 from BYB is Malcolm Kelton. Congratulations, boys.
I did want to note that Van Duzer's time for the 2 IM was a meet record. I don't know if they had that information down on deck, but that was a meet record. So great job by Van Duzer as we move into the 100 free. We're ready to get going here in the 100 freestyle. There will be 4 heats. Kate Van Berkel in lane 4, Violet Moreira in 5, and it's Maddie Voci in 6, Bryn Shea in 7. Again, this is the 100 free. There are 4 heats of the 100 free. Kate Van Berkel in lane 4, Violet Moreira in 5, both out to the fast start. All 4 swimmers pretty heavy on their legs here. This is a full-out sprint. Let's see who can go 100 yards the fastest. Van Berkel and Moreira lead the way right now, 1 and 2. Van Berkel looks like she's starting to edge away ever so slightly into that final turn at the 75-yard mark. Van Berkel looking to be our heat winner ahead of Moreira, and she will just edge her out. Van Berkel takes first, Moreira second, Voci third. Beermunder in 1, Neferi in 2, Formigal in 3, O'Neill in 4, Bennett in 5, Perez in 6, O in 7, Cam in 8, Corenda in 9, Madison Shea in 10, Cynthia Singer back on. She says, great job, Haley Singer from Cousin Morgan in Pennsylvania. Go Hammerheads. Right now it's Lucy Bennett in lane 5. Vivian Cam in lane 8. Emma O'Neill in 4. They're all separated by a 1/10 of a second at the halfway mark. Keep an eye on lane 8. That's Vivian Cam. She started to pull ahead a little more than she was. Lucy Bennett in 3rd. Here comes lane number 1 at the bottom of your screen. That's Ella Beermunder. But will it be Cam? And no, it's Bennett, 1:00:17. So Bennett out-touches Cam by 2/100ths of a second. Beermunder takes 3rd. 3 swimmers go 1:00 there as we move into heat 3. Phoebe Barnes in 1, Grace Fontaine in 2, Kayla Ingo in 3. Marielle Muyamina in 4, Calix Barden in 5, Sayars Carrigan in 6, Cora Shadrick in 7, Alexia McCabe in 8, Amelia Moitozo in 9, and Addie Weldon in 10. And that will be Calix Barden from Kent County Y. She gets it done, 56:49. Engo takes 2nd, McCabe 3rd. Barden goes at 56:49, and we go into our final heat where Mary Barnwell is our top seed, 54:05. Perk in lane 1, Mathewson in 2, Sorello Sachetta in 3, Nenachiva Fiorentino in 4, Barnwell in 5, Curtin in 6, Perron in 7, Conklin in 8, O'Brien in 9, Paulson in 10. Is Barnwell going to be your 100 free winner as well as your 50 free winner? We'll see. 50 yards to go. She's out in a 26.05. Nenacheva Fiorentino right behind her, 3/10. Curtin 6/10. Barnwell looking strong here at the 75-yard mark and into our final turn. She's got Nenachiva Fiorentino to her inside, Caroline Curtin to her outside. Here comes Curtin on the outside. Who's going to touch first? And it's Barnwell. 0.2 of a second. She'll out-touch Curtin. Nenachiva Fiorentino takes third, so Mary Barnwell gets the 50 and 100 as we move into the boys.
Number 36, boys 100-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Where is that music coming from?
In lane 4, we have Kyle Dos Santos. Lane 5,
Kyle Dos Santos in 4, Levi Mariner in 5, Jacob Liu in 6, Vikram Angaris in lane 7. Jacob Liu. Kyle Dos Santos trying to be the heat winner here in heat 1. Here comes Jacob Liu, though. Dos Santos or Liu, and it is Dos Santos at the wall, 58-30. Liu takes second, Angaris takes third as we move on to heat number 2. Nolan La Liberty in lane 1, Owen Tamalti in 2, AJ Argowal in 3. It's Ali Galeota in 4, Sam Burns in 5, Cameron Toth Davila in 6, Owen Robinson in 7, Evan Kryla in 8, Jay Foster in 9, and Christopher Glover in 10.
Nolan Lambert. Lane 2, Owen Tamalti. Lane 3, AJ Agarwal. Lane 4, Ollie Galeto. Lane 5, Sam Burns.
Ali Galeota leading the way. He's right there with Sam Burns. So Galeota and Burns, they'll make that turn almost simultaneously, 18/100ths of a second apart. Glover and Toth Davila in third, right about 0.8 of a second outside of Galeota. Ali Galeota in 4, Sam Burns in 5. About 12 yards to go. It looks right now that it's Burns slightly ahead of Galeota. Let's see who gets to the wall, and it is Burns, 55-96 for Burns. As we move into heat 3, our championship heat, our top overall seed is Malcolm Kelton from the Bluefins, swimming out of lane 5, 51.03. Orion Lewis in 1, Josu Aquino in 2, Alexandra Young in 3, Jack White in 4, Malcolm Kelton in 5, Brendan Titley in 6, Danilo Liga in 7, Rafa Condi in 8, Bennett Powers in 9, and it's Mason Smith in lane 10. Again, Malcolm Kelton, your number 1 seed. Similar to the 50, Kelton has taken this thing out fast. Brendan Titley right there with him. They're separated by 0.3 of a second. Kelton in 5, Tightly in 6. It's getting a little closer here with 25 yards to go. Can Malcolm Kelton hang on, or will Brendan Tightly get the reach at the wall? And it's going to be Kelton, 50.42. Tightly takes second, White takes third. And that, folks, will take us into the 500 free, 4 heats altogether.
Event number 37, girls 500-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Emmeline Humber in lane 4, Lily Sherrick in 5, and it's Emma O'Neill in lane 6. As I mentioned off the top of the broadcast, folks, we're going to go to a little bit of a wider view. Because inevitably what's going to happen in this 500 free is swimmers will start to get spread out a little bit here. Although these 3 swimmers come in with pretty similar times, both O'Neill and Sherrick at the 6:03 mark, Humber 6:05. So they may not get spread out too much, but just in case, we're going to give you the wide view here so you can see everybody at once, just in case they do. And as I mentioned, when we get into the 500, that does give us some time for some YMCA fun facts. So if you're out there on the live stream without Googling, now we're gonna play fair here. Who can tell me where the first U.S. YMCA was formed and in what year? So where was the first U.S. United States YMCA formed and in what year? I will tell you, we had 2 people get the location right from this morning's 11, 12-year-old session. Nobody got the year, though. So while we're waiting for some answers in the live chat for that, did you know the original YMCA started in London in 1844 in response to unhealthy social conditions arising in the big cities at the end of the Industrial Revolution? I did not know that. But again, our question remains, where was the first U.S. YMCA formed and in what year? Emmeline Humber from Holyoke leads the way at the 150-yard mark. We're starting to see a little separation now. Again, where was the first U.S. YMCA formed and in what year? If you got that answer, jump into the live chat. Liz Blomberg says New York City. Liz, good guess. Good guess. Lemon's official. You were on this morning, so I can't give it to you. You knew the answer already. Jerry Mack says Boston. Yes. Ding, 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 ding. Jerry Mack gets it right, but here's the toughest part. Nobody got it this morning. What year? So what year was it formed? Jerry Mack says the late 1800s. Tom Gately. Tom Gately said, we all forgot what you said this morning when I said it this morning. So we have people, obviously, that have been on both sessions. Somebody says 1927 in New York City. Nope. So I'll give another 10 seconds or so, and then I'll give the answer. So it was Boston, as Emmeline Humber continues to lead the way at the 300-yard mark. But the year was 1851. So the first YMCA in the U.S. was founded 7 years after the first one in the world, which was in London. So again, that's a pretty cool fact that I did not know. Another fact I did not know, Miss Freebird, you heard me this morning. The first YMCA building in the U.S. was built in Baltimore in 1859 at a cost of $7,000. Can you imagine? For those of you very good with this stuff, $7,000 in 1859. What's that translation to the current day economy? Like $70 million? Good Lord. Emmeline Humber continues to lead the way, 100 yards to go. Lily Sherrick in second. Emma O'Neill in third. Again, Emmeline Humber came in 6:05.07. She's going to get the bell here at the wall, which means 50 yards to go. Slavinsky Camps offers a summer camp program filled with what they call the liberal arts for children: swimming, sailing, volleyball, poetry, dodgeball, windsurfing, good manners, and defending yourself with Nerf weapons. Visit slavinskycamps.com for more information about 1 week sessions. They are a contributing sponsor. And it will be Emmeline Humber taking our first heat of the 500 free. Big time drop here for Humber. She drops 12 seconds. Nice job by Emmeline Humber. She goes 5:52.80. Sherrick takes second. O'Neill takes third. So G. Gilbert says $7,000 in 1851 is worth $282,114 today. Wow, that is a lot lower than I thought. I obviously did not think it was 70 million, but I thought we would be approaching the high six figures. As we move into our championship heat in the 500 free. McCade Nato in 1, Sophia Tramatozzi in 2, Ellie Wagner in 3, Izzy Gilbert in 4, Joelle Van Duzer in 5, Madison Dufour in 6, Hazel Wright in 7, Sarah O'Donnell in 8, Olivia O'Neill in 9, and it's Caroline Welch rounding out the field in lane 10. Joelle Van Duzer, who set the meet record in the 200 IM earlier, is our top seed. She comes in 5:04.20. So, if you know anything about swimming and distance, that 5-minute mark is typically that magical time that swimmers, especially swimmers around this age, start to shoot for. Van Duzer's already a 5:04.20. So not out of the realm of possibility that she drops time here. And she's already well on pace through 100. She basically has to go 1 minute 100ths 5 times. So let's see what she can do here. $128.49 for Van Duzer at the 150. Dufour is in second. Izzy Gilbert in third. You know, G. Gilbert, I don't know about that figure. I'm just thinking about it. You can't build. I mean, if you're these days, let's say in New England, if you're building a house for $282,000 total, it's not going to be a very big house. That money's not going to go very far. So I don't know. Color me skeptical on that number. Van Duzer 159.63 at the 200-yard mark. This is why we kept that wide shot. With a full pool of swimmers, it gets spread out pretty quickly. 2:30.24 for Van Duzer. So right now she's pretty much on track to do her time. which was 5:04. She went out in a 57.9. And she went almost 102. 101 there, 300 yards. Gilbert in second, Dufour in third. Good race between Gilbert and Dufour in lanes 4 and 6. So they're heading from left to right now. Again, lane 1 at the bottom of your screen, lane 10 at the top. Van Duzer approaching the 375-yard mark. She's going from left to right in the middle of your screen. She'll make her turn now. She'll have 100 to go, and let's see where she is and how quick she can get through this 100. It's going to take a lot to go under 5 minutes here. She's at 4:02.83. So she's basically going to come back in a 57, which I don't think is going to happen, but she is running away with it here. So Joelle Van Duzer looking to be a 2-time winner. She won the 2IM with a meet record. The meet record here is 5:02.81. So 50 yards to go. Let's see if Van Duzer can push that mark. She's really picking it up here. She's got 13 seconds to get back for that meet record. I don't think the meet record is going to fall, but Joelle Van Duzer will be your girls 13-14 500 free champion. She'll go a 5:04.21, so literally 1/100th over her entry time. It's her second championship here. So fantastic job by Van Duzer. Gilbert will finish second, 5:23.17. She drops over 7 seconds. Dufour takes third in a 5:25, and she drops over 3 seconds. So some good time drops at the top. Joelle Van Duzer, though, our 13-14 500 free champion.
Event number 38, boys 500-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Henry Sedzik in lane 4. Marcus Cementa in 5. Owen Tamalti in 6.
In lane 4, we have Henry Sijix. In lane 5,
And G. Gilbert, listen, I said color me skeptical here. I fact-checked you. You were right. I mean, I got a number of 285, so regardless, 7,000 in 1851 is now worth 282,000. I thought that number would be significantly higher. But as my wife likes to say, Jeremy, you're always wrong. And it's true. I'm always wrong. In 1869, a YMCA membership shows the annual cost of $2. So imagine that. For all of you YMCA customers and families out there, imagine if your dues were at the $2 mark. How awesome would that be? I mean, when you think about it, a little bit of a different facility, but Planet Fitness is like $10 a month. Obviously, Planet Fitness only offers workout machines. Doesn't offer close to the services that a YMCA does. Marcus Cementa from the Storm has started to separate a little bit. He leads by almost 3 seconds over Owen Tamalti. Only 2 more individual events after this 5 free, folks, the 1 back and the 1 breast. Then we'll have a few relays to close this out and send everybody on their way. I'm thinking we're going to get done sometime around 5:15. So everyone will be free to have a good rest of your evening. We'll be back here tomorrow morning at 8:30 for, I believe it's the 10 and under session. Marcus Cementa continuing to lead the way. Henry Sedzik in 4, Owen Tamalti in 6. Halfway through, Cementa leads Tamalti by almost 3 seconds. Sedzik by 5 1/4. We're right in the middle or closing out on championship week in NCAA basketball, both on men's and women's side.
Once again, will all swimmers
I know I have been watching games pretty much nonstop. Anytime I'm at home and there's a TV near me, it is on and I'm watching a game. I know there are probably many different rooting interests out there. Providence College getting knocked out of the Big East tournament last night by Marquette, who was ironically missing their Big East Player of the Year, Tyler Kolek, who is from Rhode Island. So Kolek, a Cumberland native, didn't stay home to play for the Friars, went out to Marquette. He's had himself a great career there. He's nursing an oblique injury. Looks to be back next week for the NCAA tournament. As Marcus Cementa continues to lead the way. A little over 100 yards to go in this opening heat of the boys 500 freestyle. Cementa leads the way in lane 5. Owen Tamalti in lane 6. Henry Sedzik in 4. That's the order right now, but Sedzik and Tamalti are basically stroke for stroke in the middle of the pool. Cementa will get the bell here. That signifies 50 yards left. This is typically where the swimmers get a little jolt of adrenaline. You see that pace start to pick up a little. You see that kicking pick up a little typically. Marcus Cementa from the Storm in lane 5. Cementa will be your Heat 1 winner of the 5 free. He came in a 5:47. He's going to be right around that time, 5:48.44. Next to finish will be Sedzik. He came in with a 5:50. He goes a 5:55. And third to finish will be Tamalti, 5:58.49. Here is our championship heat. Riley Wilson, the number 1 seed in lane 5 from the Storm. He comes in with a 5:00.39. Finn
in lane
McMenamin in 1, Steve Pollard in 2, Sean McCarthy in 3, it's Shane Ritchie in 4, the aforementioned Riley Wilson in 5, Leo Bladowitz in 6, David Ayusko in 7, Tom White in 8, Jamison Cooley in 9, Ariane Sawant in lane number 10.
Lane 7, David Usko. Lane 8, Tom White. Lane 9, Jamison Cooley. And lane 10, Aaron Sawant.
So Wilson, Bladowitz, and Usko, they get out very fast. All three of them going out in a 27.0. Usko, a 27 flat. Bladowitz, 27.02. Wilson, 27.07. It's Riley Wilson from the Storm who has taken over the lead ever so slightly at the 100-yard mark. We'll take a quick break for awards after this heat, then get into our final 2 events of the afternoon. Individual events, I should say, as Riley Wilson continues to lead the way. Folks, we hope you have enjoyed the live stream so far this afternoon. If you have, do me a favor, just hit that like button or hit that thumbs up button. I forget what it is. Honestly, my kids probably know. I don't know. But there's a button that you hit on your screen. Just do it. If you like the broadcast, if you're happy with the broadcast, we would certainly appreciate it. We have over 100 viewers on the broadcast right now. Riley Wilson continues to lead. A little over a second and a quarter ahead of Leo Bladowitz. Leads Usko by a second and a half. Wilson closing in on the 250-yard mark here, halfway through. Wilson leads by a second and a half over Usko and Bladowitz. Wilson continues to lead, but here comes David Ayusko in lane 7. He's moved ahead of Bladowitz here. Wilson has stretched that lead, though. He went a 31.5 that last 50. Excuse me, he went a 30.9. He goes a 32.05 there, so he's starting to build up that lead every 25, every 50. 0.3 of a second, 0.4 of a second, a half a second, all of that in a 500 adds up, and right now you have your lead at 2.5 seconds. Approaching the final 100 yards for Riley Wilson from the Storm. Wilson, Ayusko, and Bladowitz. Those are your top 3. They will finish 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Wilson for certain will not finish as the winner. We'll see, though. Here comes Ayusko. Wilson will get the bell from his father, official Randy Wilson. And it will be Riley Wilson taking the top spot here. He goes a 5:08.09. Iosco takes second. Bladowitz takes third. Richie will take fourth, 5:22.43. So Wilson, Iosco, and Bladowitz go 1, 2, and 3 there. Riley Wilson, your 500 free winner. We'll get you those final results. There are your final results as we move down to awards. And our public address announcer, Ani Taylor.
Okay, we're going to start with event number 33, girls 100-yard butterfly. In sixth place, we have Phoebe Conklin from Northwest YMCA. In fifth place, we have Soros Keene from Holyoke Vikings. In fourth place, we have Colleen O'Brien from SCY Rye. In third place, we have Ellie Wagner from BYB. And our runner-up is Juliet McGordy from BYB. And our 2024 champion for girls 100-yard butterfly with a time of 57.83 from Greater Holyoke YMCA is Joelle Van Duzer. Congratulations, ladies. Next up, we have event number 34, boys 100-yard butterfly. In sixth place, we have Gabe Santabria from McCall YMCA Black Marlins. In fifth place, we have Finn Hughes from Greater Lowell Family YMCA. In fourth place, we have Galen Ferguson from YMCA Storm. In third place, we have Porter Mulgrew from YNS. Our runner-up is Declan McDonald from YNS. And our 2024 boys 100-yard butterfly champion with a time of 56.64 from YMN Tritons is Brendan Tigley. Congratulations, boys. Next up, we have event number 35, girls 100-yard freestyle. In sixth place, we have Reese Paulson. In fifth place, we have Collis Barden. In fourth place, we have Zoe Sorellis and Shinna.
In third place, we have Kenisha Chava Fiorentina.
From South Shore YMCA, our runner-up is Caroline Curtin from YNS. And our 2024 girls 100-yard freestyle champion with a time of 54.55 from Hale YMCA is Mary Barnwell. Next up, we have event number 36, boys 100-yard freestyle. In sixth place, we have Oren Lewis from YNS. In fifth place, we have Alexander Young from Waldo County. In fourth place, we have Rafa Coatney from New Bedford YMCA. In third place, we have Jack White from YMCA Store. Our Congratulations, boys.
With that, we'll move into event 39. It's the girls' 13-14 100-yard backstroke. There will be 3 heats on the ladies' side. Peyton Maynard in lane 2, Scarlett Wazinowitz in 3, Grace Fontaine in 4, Vivian Cam in 5, Caitlin Zian in 6, Carolyn Cody in 7, and Claire Johnson rounds out the field in lane 8.
Girls 100-yard backstroke, heat 1.
Vivian Cam comes in with the top time for heat number 1, 109.23. Again, this will be a quick up and back for the backstroke. 3 of the things that I look for in the backstroke is the swimmer getting good shoulder rotation. And it looks like all of these swimmers are getting a good rotation of their shoulders. Is their head still in the water? And that's important. But the main thing, where are their hips? Are their hips up in the water, keeping their body parallel to the surface of the water and kicking, and they're not dragging their legs? Our leader here is Grace Fontaine from Bayside YMCA. She's in lane 4. Excuse me, that's lane 5, so that's Vivian Cam. Fontaine will take second. Cam, Fontaine, and Johnson go 1, 2, and 3 as we head into heat number 2. Top time coming into heat 2 is Addison Lesk in lane 5 from Bayside. Addie Weldon in 1, Amina Soljovic in 2, Kayla Ngo in 3, Bryn Boucher in 4, Lesk in 5, Elizabeth Kadoff in 6, Audrey Schrage in 7, Sophie Tran in 8, Marielle Muyamina in 9, and Madison Shea in lane 10. Liz Blomberg says, go Audrey. Audrey in the water from the Mystic Hammerheads in lane 7, Audrey Schrage. Right now it's Addison Lesk taking things out pretty fast along with Audrey Schrage. Liz, am I saying that? I'm saying her name wrong. I know I am. Schrage? That's a tough one for me. I don't know why, but Schrage is in the lead in lane 7. Addison Lesk in second. They'll make that final turn. Good underwater there by Lesk. Can she catch Schrage, or will she have to settle for second? Audrey Schrage from lane 7 will be our heat winner. Lesk had a soft touch at the wall, finished second. Kadoff took third. And now we'll move into our championship heat. Mary Barnwell comes in with the top time. Shrug. Oh, okay. That's Liz, that's easy. I wish I knew that. Audrey Shrug, that's simple. Makeda Nato in lane 1, Sarah Ellen Mathewson in 2, Juliet McGordy in 3, Caroline Curtin in 4, Mary Barnwell in 5, Ksenia Nanacheva Fiorentino in 6, Avery Evanson in 7, Grace Perron in 8, Evelyn Hale in 9, and Calix Barden in lane 10. Mary Barnwell, Cassinia Nenacheva Fiorentino
Evelyn Hale. And lane 10, Cal
leading the way. Nenacheva Fiorentino looking to get the heat victory here, but here comes Barnwell with a late push, as well as McGordy, and who gets it? It's Barnwell. Barnwell will outtouch Nenacheva Fiorentino. McGordy takes third, so Barnwell will be your 100 back champion. As we move into the boys, Avery Nato says, go Michaela, go Avery.
boys 100-yard backstroke. Heat 1.
3 heats of the boys' 100-yard backstroke. Finn McMenamin in 1, Aaron Sorant in 2, Jonathan Ribeiro in 3, Cameron Toth Davila in 4, Rafa Condi in 5, Lazaro Rosa in 6, Jake Head in 7, Charlie McLaughlin in 8, Mason Smith in lane 9, and rounding out the field from the McCall YMCA, Aiden Full.
Lane 3, Jonathan Rivero. Lane 4, Cameron Toth Davila. Lane 5, Rafa Condo.
Rafa Condi, Aiden Full are leaders at the 25-yard mark.
Lane 8, Charlie McLaughlin. Lane 9, Mason Smith. And lane 10, Aiden Full.
Rafa Condi leading the way. It's followed by Aaron Sawant in lane 2. Aiden Full in lane 10 at the top of your screen, but right now it looks like Rafa Condi from the New Bedford YMCA. Condi's gonna get this one. He's gonna take our opening heat. Came in with a 106.31. He goes out with a 105.04. Nice job by Condi. Sawant takes second, Full takes third.
Heat 2.
Heat number 2 lined up and ready to go. Nolan La Liberty in lane 1. Nadir Marafa in 2. Gabe Sanabria in 3. Jamison Cooley in 4. David Iesco in 5. Evan Kryla in 6. Fisher Hayden in 7. Steve Pollard in 8. Rowan Ward in 9. And rounding out the field in lane 10, it's Evan Zeng.
Lane 3, Gabe Sambria.
David Osco
Jamison Cooley. Lane 5,
takes it out pretty quick here. Cole Forsberg says, go Evan.
lane 7,
Cole, am I saying Evan's last name right?
8, Steve Pollard.
Kryla?
Lane 9, Rowan
Kurla?
Ward. Lane
That's a
10,
tough one.
Evan Zang.
Krhla. Kurla. That's what I'm going to say. Iesco out into 29.94. Oh, Dan, you can tell me. Give me the phonetic pronunciation of your last name. It's probably very easy, and I'm making it very difficult. Kurla. Oh, all right. Nice. Right now, though, it's David Iesco. He will take the heat. 59.97. Ward takes second. Hayden takes third.
Heat 3.
And this is our championship heat where once again Riley Wilson will be the number 1 seed. He comes in with the time of 55.80. Galen Ferguson in lane 1, Declan McDonald in 2, Jack White in 3. Porter Mulgrew in 4, Riley Wilson in 5, Malcolm Kelton in 6, Brendan Titley in 7, Cullen Cashman in 8, Adrian Gutierrez Martinez in 9, and Finn Hughes in 10.
Lane 2, Declan McDonald. Lane 3, Jack White. Lane 4, Porter Mulgrew. Lane 5, Riley Wilson. Lane 6, Malcolm Kelton. Lane 7, Brendan Titley. Lane 8, Cullen Passman.
Wilson leads the way at the halfway mark out in a 27:42, tightly 7/10 behind. Mulgrew a little over a second behind, but Wilson looks strong in this one as he has all session. About 15 yards to go, and Wilson well on his way to being the one-back champion. Only thing left is the time. He came in 55.80, goes out 55.78. So he drops 2 100s. Tightly takes second. Mulgrew takes third. That will bring us to our final individual event of the afternoon. It is the breaststroke, the 100 breaststroke. 3 heats on the girls' side. Maggie Neferi in lane 3, Shallon Johnson in 4, Kate Van Berkel in 5, Lindsay Lewis in 6, Amelia Motoizo in 7, Kaylee Marcosia in 8. Shallon Johnson from the Mystic YMCA Hammerheads was the first to the wall at the 25-yard mark. Maggie Neferi from the Storm right there. Kate Van Berkel as well. Those are your top 3 heading into the halfway point here in the opening heat of the girls' 13-14 100-yard breaststroke. Once again, we're live at the WPI Sports and Rec Center for the 2024 YMCA New England Swimming Championships, hosted by YMCA of Greater Nashua, sponsored in part by Slovinsky Camps. Check them out at slovinskycamps.com. QR codes on your screen. They'll take you right to their website. And these live stream championships are brought to you by Abreu Media Productions alongside Avery Abreu. Handling production today, I am Jeremy Abreu, bringing you all the action here. And Shallon Johnson is about to be our opening heat winner of the girls 13-14 100 breast. She'll do it in a time of 1:18.55, so she drops 2+ seconds. Van Berkel takes second. Moitozo takes third. Sarah O'Donnell in 1, Olivia O'Neill in 2, Emmeline Humber in 3, Ella Biermunder in 4, Sadie Brown's in 5, Michelle O in 6, Madison Dufour in 7, Isabella Begoin in 8, Zoe Sorello Sachetta in 9, and Julia Perez in lane 10. Ella Biermunder, Isabella Begoin, Zoe Sorello Sachetta all near the top. Michelle O as well. Sorello Sachetta leads the way. It's going to get to that wall first, and it is Zoe Sorello Sachetta in lane 9. 25 yards to go. Here comes Begoin in lane 8. Ella Biermunder in lane 4. Can Sorello Sachetta hold on to that lead here in heat number 2? And she does. 1:16.42. Biermunder takes second. Begoin takes third, and that'll take us to our championship heat. Our top seed is Izzy Gilbert from the Storm in lane 5, Sophia Tramontosi in lane 1, Alexia McCabe in 2, Phoebe Barnes in 3, Reese Paulson in 4, the aforementioned Izzy Gilbert in 5, Alex Noble in 6, Abby Carenda in 7, Violet Morero in 8, Elizabeth Kadoff in 9, and Paige Jeffers in 10. Izzy Gilbert looking good here. She's got Alex Noble right next to her in lane 6. So Gilbert in 5, Noble in 6. This is for the 100 breaststroke crown. And it looks like it's going to be Izzy Gilbert from the Storm, who pulls away in the last 10 yards or so, 106.53. Noble goes a 108 flat, good for second. She drops almost a full second there, and Paulson takes third.
Event number 42, boys 100-yard breaststroke, heat 1.
First heat of the boys, 1 breast. We have Nadia Marafa in lane 3, Kyle Dos Santos in 4, Cato Tyler in 5, Owen Robinson in 6, Sebastian Pambo in 7, and Rafa Condi in lane 8. Cato Tyler comes in with the top time for the first heat, 1:12.38. No separation, though, at the 25-yard wall. Still anyone's race. Tyler starting to move ahead ever so slightly. Dos Santos, Tyler, and Robinson all bunched together there near the top. Sebastian Pambo there as well. And it looks like it's going to be Kyle Dos Santos from the Storm. Storm having one heck of an afternoon here. 1:12.74 for Dos Santos. He drops almost 3 seconds. Tyler takes second, Robinson third. This is our championship heat. Our number 1 seed here is the Rockman Falagera. He's going to be tough to beat here, folks. He comes in 106.41. The best 13 to 14 breaststroker in the field. Alex Roach in 1, Ali Galeota in 2, Bennett Powers in 3, Evan Boothroyd in 4, the aforementioned Falagera in 5, Shane Ritchie in 6, Sam Burns in 7, AJ Argowal in 7, Leo Bulatowicz in 9, and Tom White in 10. So you'll notice the pacing and the tempo that Falagera has, very fast. The other thing is he doesn't really get that head and chest out of the water much. It's key for him as he doesn't create a ton of drag. You see his shoulders barely come above the water when he kicks. So he's not creating a ton of drag there as he's built up a monster lead heading into the final 25, and it will be Rock Falagera, your 100 breaststroke champion here at the YMCA New England. Came in with a 106.41. He's going to drop some time here, 105.1. So 105.14 for Falagera. He takes first. Boothroyd takes second. Ritchie third. Great race for the Rockman from the Bayside YMCA. As we wrap up our individual portion of this afternoon's championships, we're going to go down to Ani Taylor for awards, and then we'll finish it up with the 200 freestyle relay.
Congratulations, boys.
Up next, we have event 39, girls 13-14 100-yard backstroke. In 6th place, we have Avery Evanson from Storm Swim Team. In 5th place, we have Sarah Ellen Matthewson from South Shore YMCA. In 4th place, we have Caroline Curtin from YNF. In 3rd place, we have Juliet McCordy from BYB. Our runner-up this year is Ksenia Nenachava Fiorentino from South Shore. And our champion this year is Mary Barnwell from Hale YMCA.
Congratulations, ladies. Up next, we have event number 40, boys 100-yard backstroke. In 6th place, we have Malcolm Kelton from BYB. In 5th place, Jack White from YMCA Storm. In 4th place, Declan McDonald from YNS. 3rd place, Porter Mulgrew from YNS. Our runner-up this year is Brendan Tiley from YMN Tritons. And your 2024 100-yard boys backstroke champion with a time of 55.78 from Storm Swim Team is Riley Wilson.
And with that, our
Congratulations, boys.
final events of the afternoon, it is the 200 freestyle relay. First up is the girls. There will be 2 heats. Two heats on the girls' side, 2 heats on the boys' side to finish out our afternoon. It's been a great 13-14 YMCA of New England Swimming Championship session. Wanted to thank everybody here at WPI, also at the YMCA of Greater Nashua for hosting such a great meet this weekend. And thank you to everyone who's tuned in this afternoon. If you like us and you've enjoyed the broadcast, would appreciate you hitting that like button or the thumbs up. And if you really want to get crazy, send an email to the Nashua Storm or go to their website or Facebook page and let them know. Again, I am Abreu Media Productions. Name is in the top right. We are at Facebook at Abreu Media Productions and also at abrewmediaproductions.com. For those of you with swimmers, swimming in the Eastern Zone Speedo Sectionals next week at Brown University. We will be broadcasting all 4 days at Brown. So with that being said, we're getting ready to head into the relays.
Event number 43, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. Heat 1.
Northwest YMCA in lane 2, the Hale Riptides in 3, New Bedford Hurricanes in 4, Kent County in 5, Wheeler Regional Tiger Sharks in 6, Westerly Pawcatuck Dolphins in 7, and the Torpedoes in lane 8.
Lane 2, we have Northwest YMCA. Lane 3, we have the Hale.
Thank you, Joel. Appreciate it. Appreciate the comments. The YMCA of Nashua, or Greater Nashua, has done an amazing job with hosting this meet. This is not an easy meet to run. There's over 1,000 swimmers parading through those doors today and tomorrow. So the Storm has done a fantastic job in being the host thus far. Kent County leading the way. It was Calix Barden leading them off. Flood in the water right now. She's being chased by Burr in lane 4. Again, each of these swimmers swim a 50 free. Flood will hand it off to Prada. Cody will hand it off to Sherrick, and Burr will hand it off to Stocky. Oh, that was a bad New England accent. The name is Starkie. Starkey. I said Stocky. Oh, that was bad. It was so bad it made me cringe. Starkey is in the water for New Bedford. They are leading the way. Voce will be the anchor here in lane 4 to try and bring a victory home for New Bedford in this first heat of the girls' 2 free relay. Maddie Voce enters the water with an over 2 1/4 second lead. Here comes Wheeler Regional in lane 6. That's Perk in the water. Can Voce hold on to this lead at the flags and into the wall? And it is New Bedford by 3/100ths of a second, 3/10ths of a second, excuse me. Kent County takes third. Good racing there. Perk almost did it. She went a 27-3. Final 50 to Voce's 29-3. We'll hit into our second and final heat now of the girls' 2 free relay.
Heat 2.
The Storm in lane 1, Vikings in 2, Storm in lane 3, Sharks of North Shore in 4, the Bluefins in 5, the Stripers in 6, the Hammerheads in 7, Bayside in 8, Torpedoes in 9, Valley Shore, Marlins in 10. That's Joelle Van Duzer leading the Vikings right now in lane 2. We've tightened up quite a bit here, lanes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Not really much of a discernible difference here. It was the North Shore Sharks in lane 4 who are leading the way. That's Weldon in the water for them. She'll hand it off to Caroline Curtin to hopefully close it out, or try and close it out. The Bluefins have now taken over on the strong leg by Wagner there. Juliet McGordy will try and bring it home for them. Good matchup here with McGordy in 5, Curtin in 4. Mathewson in 6. And it looks like it will be the Bluefins and Juliet McGordy edging out the North Shore Sharks. The Stripers take third. 145.05 for the Bluefins. So we move into the final 2 races of the afternoon. It's the boys' turn.
Event number 44, boys 200-yard freestyle relay, heat 1.
We're waiting for the start. The Narwhals will be in 4, Twin Cities in 5, Kent County in 6. Oh, no, we only have 2 teams.
In lane 4,
The
we
Narwhals.
have Narwhals. Lane 5, Twin Cities. And lane 6, Kent County.
So the Narwhals in lane 4, Twin Cities in lane 5, and that's it. Twin Cities continues to lead the way. So for those of you with 10 and under swimmers, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30. I would say that's going to be a pretty long session, bordering on 4 hours. Maybe a little longer. So make sure, if you're watching on the live stream, you're settled in on the couch somewhere very comfortable. Again, the touch pads have been compromised here with the swimmers climbing in and out of the pool. I will tell you that it is Twin Cities finishing here. And they do soft touch the wall. They were, I believe, 152.33. That will take us to our final event of the afternoon. Heat number 2. Vikings, Leo Blatowitz in the water. He'll hand it off to McCarthy. They lead the Nashua Storm by 9/10 of a second. The North Shore Sharks by 7/10. So it's anyone's race here. The Sharks have jumped into the lead. Porter Mulgrew will be tasked with bringing it home for them in lane 6. I was thinking we might have a real dramatic ending to the session, but it doesn't look that way, folks. The YMCA of the North Shore Sharks and Porter Mulgrew takes it home. 138.51. The Storm takes second. The Holyoke Vikings take third. And with that, we'll get you our final results and then go down to Ani Taylor for our final awards of the afternoon.
Swimmers, you may exit the pool so we can start doing awards. Wilson from BYB. Our runner-up is Alex Noble from South Shore. And our 2024 Girls 100-Yard Breaststroke champion with a new meet record and time of 1:06.53 from YMCA Greater Nashua Storm, Izzy Gilbert. Congratulations, ladies. Next up, we have event number 42, boys 100-yard breaststroke. In 6th place, we have Leo Boldowich from Holyoke. In 5th place, we have Sam Burns from Wheeler Regional. In 4th place, we have Ollie Galetto from Indian Valley. In 3rd place, we have Shane Ritchie from Holyoke. Our runner-up is Evan Boothard from Greater Lowell. And our 2024 boys 100-yard breaststroke champion with a time of 1:05.14 from Bay Swimming is Rob Bulgara. Congratulations, boys. Next up is event number 43, girls 200-yard freestyle relay. In 3rd place, we have the South Shore YMCA. In 2nd place, we have YNS. And our 2024 200-yard freestyle relay for girls with a time of 1:45.05 is BYB. Congratulations, ladies. Up next, we have event number 44, boys 200-yard freestyle relay. In 3rd place, we have Greater Holyoke YMCA Vikings. Our runner-up is YMCA Greater Nashua Storm. And our 2024 boys 200-yard freestyle relay champions with a time of 1:38.51 is YMCA of North Shore Sharks.
And with that, folks, that is a wrap on our 13, 14-year-old session here at the WPI Sports and Recreation Center. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage of the 2024 YMCA New England Swim Championships. Just a quick reminder, we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30 for the 10 and under session. So for the last time, alongside Avery Abreu, I am Jeremy Abreu from Abreu Media Productions. We appreciate you taking the time. Oh, we're going to give some scores. Let's stick around for a minute.
In